At our main event, but it is some women's mixed martial arts action. I love you, Paul Teague. So, we're going to get to watch some women come up into the cage and throw down. We've got Knoxville, Tennessee versus Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Tonight, it is all on the line for the flyweight title. All right, this bout is in the flyweight division and is brought to you by Jamie Jackson with Keller Williams. First, please welcome to the cage, Christina Ricker.
Christina Ricker making her way to the cage. We saw her back at 50-50 Fight Night #1, and she did work, and she is back here to take some gold, Tim.
Yeah, man, Christina Ricker, already familiar with these fans here at 50-50, put on a great performance in her last outing here at the first 50-50 event. Very odd striking style, very herky-jerky, a lot of crazy movements. You know, well, it'll be interesting to see how Fotini deals with what is most certainly a different look than what you get with most.
Yeah, well, let's talk about some changes in Christina Ricker. Of course, Frankie Padilla right here behind us sitting cage side. He's done a lot of work with her. We talked with him on the Valor Hour earlier this week, and he talked about the progress made. Of course, his daughter Chloe doing so much work with Christina in preparation, making sure that she not only had the skills, she had the skills that have been derived from KMAA, but now she has the gas tank to facilitate it. That engine will not blow up because she is prepared.
Yeah, and you can see she's shredded. You know, she's been doing the work with Frankie's, and it's showing. So it's definitely could be that missing ingredient. You will see. We'll hear from Fotini next.
Cage, please welcome Fotini Kandra.
Fotini Kandris making her way to the cage. One of my personal favorites, not only inside the cage, but outside the cage as well. Such a beautiful individual in her heart, a great person, and a person that we know is a friend outside of fighting, but man, when she comes to throw, she throws. She is a bulldozer, lots of pressure, and we saw her back at Valor Fights against Megan Poe, and they went to war, a 3-round battle the last time, and of course she got her hand raised, and now she is in here yet again, but this time it is for 50-50 gold, baby.
Also owns a win over the teammate of Christina Ricker and Emily Prince at Valor in December. So, you know, there is a little bit of a history here between the teams, and you know, I think that it is most certainly the most difficult fight for either girl up to this point. So, you know, I'm excited to see how it shakes out. I think that, you know, Ricker up till this point has been more striker-oriented, I would guess, whereas Fotini is kind of a grinder. She comes forward with a lot of pressure. She wants to close that gap. We'll see who's able to impose their will.
Well, we just discussed that situation with Emily Prince and how, you know, it could go both directions. You know, Fotini has some insight, but so does Christina.
All right, let's go to Jennifer Oxendine for our main event announcement.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, she weighed in at 127 pounds, holds a record of 2 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of KMAA in Knoxville, Tennessee, Christina Ricker. And her opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 126 pounds, holds a record of 3 wins with 2 losses, and fights out of Fitness Edge in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Fotini Kandris. Your referee when the action begins is Brandon Sexton.
Wow, man, I have chills going down my spine. I got some nerves here.
I don't know what to call here. This one's a really tough one to call.
These are 2 tough prospects. Oh, here we go. They're already throwing the hands.
Oh yeah, they're both throwing early. And Fotini lands a couple there quick. A couple,
and Fotini,
1-2.
like a bulldozer. Christina Ricker on the outside, circling, lands a big stiff uppercut there.
Knocks her down.
Hits the deck. And here comes Fotini Kandris.
These girls both coming forward. No one's taking steps backwards.
Yeah, and Christina Ricker is so unorthodox. Her head is constantly moving. Nice short left there by Fotini. Neither are giving an inch.
Ricker's very unorthodox. There's a lot of movement, a lot of her gloves are moving, her hands are moving, her head's moving. Fotini's very tight.
Yeah, lots of combinations from Ricker. Fotini, she's throwing that jab and then bombing that right. You see the jab landing for Fotini. Ricker, lots more combinations here. But we are in a fight.
Yeah, both ladies are looking to try to keep the center too.
Yeah, and you see the smile from Christina Ricker here. I think these ladies have landed more shots in this first round.
And Ricker's always got a smile.
Yeah. Oh, nice inside kick. I think it was the first kick of the night. Fotini comes over the top with that short overhand right. But Christina Ricker, undaunted, continues to move.
She's sticking that left jab out there.
Sharp left hook by Fotini. Fotini looking to cut her off, but Christina Ricker just on those wheels,
yeah, the
continues to
incredible.
move. This first round is going to be very telling, I mean, they're both using tons of energy. Like I said, more strikes thrown in this first round than all of the fights combined tonight, I think.
I wouldn't argue that at all. And hey, these ladies are going to have to be in shape to keep this pace.
Yeah. And you see Fotini landing a few kicks here, intermittently, like two. Christina Ricker opting not.
There,
yeah. Christina Ricker opting to keep her legs posted on the ground. She has to know Fotini's going to be looking for that takedown.
Ricker doing a pretty good job of keeping the jab out there, trying her best to keep that range. Not really set down on too much yet.
Yeah, and you can see Christina. She continues to be very
active.
Yeah. Footwork, lots of footwork, and now she's starting to open up a little more on Fotini Kandris. But again, you sleep on Fotini, she will bulldoze you in a New York minute.
This is an exhausting pace they're keeping, right?
Yeah, undoubtedly. But both willing to bang. Stiff jab by Fotini, but Christina Ricker undaunted. They both have solid chins here.
Yeah, they really both taking good shots. Wow. Great first round. We've gotten out of the first round, Casey, for the first time tonight. Great first round. Ricker's doing that's a really hard round to call. God, it was really tough. Both ladies had their moments. I am going to throw it to you and put you on the spot. But good Lord, if there was ever a 10-10 round, then that might have been
very close.
it.
And I'm going to say this: I think Fotini was landing a little more solid shots, or when she landed those left hooks. You can see the replay here; they were just going back and forth. But I think the sheer numbers of Christina Ricker are up. If I'm in the corner of either of these ladies, I'm going to say you may have dropped it. I think it's a safe bet to go out into that second thinking that you're down around if you're either of them. Now that
wasn't a solid.
It was like a slip. It looked like a slip, but you never know what the judges may be thinking there. So
because I thought it was when I watched it live,
Yeah. So exactly, I think Christina is landing a lot more shots. I think Fotini is landing a little more solid. I'm just excited to see what round two has in store here.
Yeah, but hey, both these ladies are going to have that cardio in the bank here to keep this pace for two more rounds, and that might be the difference.
Right, and I think that if there were to be a takedown, I think the takedown is really going to weigh heavily here, but neither lady really pushing hard for that. I think they're content to stand and bank.
Brandon Sexton getting his work in tonight. Plenty of it. Round two.
Here they go, right back at it again like Rock'em Sock'em robots. Oh, nice kick there. Lands to the midsection by Fotini, but Christina Ricker firing back with big shots.
You got a little blood from the nose? Fotini?
Yeah. Christina lands again. Fotini fires back.
Now Ricker is not countering so much as leading, and and it's working.
And she does have the reach advantage here. undoubtedly. But again, Fotini walks right through the punches and lands the shots of her own.
And keeping the center. That one, those landed
Knocks
solid.
Fotini's head back there. Now, something I've not seen yet are body shots, punches to the body. You know, maybe changing things up, and now you see Fotini going to the kicks, and that may be a good strategy for her, mixing it up, not playing Christina Ricker's game, because Christina is starting to edge ahead.
Blood starting
with
to
her
flow
boxing.
from the nose now of Fotini. Looks like Mark Laws will get his first work of the night. And how much does that visible damage
left
weigh?
hook. I think that the judges will definitely look at it because damage is a big deal.
Now into the cage we go, and this is Fotini's wheelhouse.
You see the pressure of Fotini, but you see Christina Ricker pushing the head off. Fotini looking for an uppercut on the break, and she is able to keep Fotini Kandris off of her at least momentarily, and now Ricker
with the
landing
center,
big
too.
shots.
And we've traded spots.
Big combination by
big
Fotini
combo.
Kandris.
But Ricker answers back with
really
her
coming
own.
on.
Fotini starting to bleed pretty freely from the nose there. We're down to the last minute of this round, and it's been another really close
There may
one.
be some blood coming from the eye as well, the left eye, Fotini Kandris.
That jab is working.
Now I'll say this, Christina Ricker still on her toes. Frankie's body shot really paying off here, paying dividends.
Yeah, I think it's obvious. You know, she's still
Here we
very
go.
strong.
Fotini gets the clinch, though.
Can she get this takedown with 20 seconds to go, which will weigh heavily? Because I've got Ricker up right now in this round.
Undoubtedly. Round one could go either way.
If she can fend off this takedown the last 10 seconds, I got a 1-1 going to the third. That's all we can ask for. She's under both. Trying her best to rip her down, but I don't think she's got enough time. Great round.
Amazing round. Tremendous fight here. Two of WMMA's finest doing battle here at 50-50 fight night number 2 for flyweight gold.
Going to the third round, would you say 1-1?
I think we could maybe call it that. Like I said,
I mean,
the
it's
first one was
really
real
hard to
razor
say,
close,
yeah.
but you know, I'm seeing some quotes, some comments here saying that they felt that maybe Fotini edged
Jimmy
that
Neely
first
says
round
it's
out.
1-1, and he's an
Yeah,
expert.
so yeah, 1-1 makes it fun. You know,
I'm
so
going
let's
with
do
that.
it.
What would you say each lady needs to improve on going to this third round?
Well, I think that Christina Ricker needs to do more of the same. I think that she put in her rounds in her time in the first round, and then moving to the second, she continues to move. I think that Fotini really needs to pressure for the takedown, but she needs to, in order to do that, she's going to have to mix up her striking, her punches and her kicks together. She's had some success with those kicks when she's mixed it up with her punches, but trying to go through the reach of Christina Ricker is causing problems, is making it difficult for her. So, in my opinion, my advice is mix up that striking, get those takedowns, and that's going to equal success for Fotini Kandris.
Very good. We'll see if she goes for those takedowns in this round. She hadn't gone to him until the end of that second round at all.
The other thing is that Fotini walks in like a bulldozer, and she's taking more shots than she's delivered in round 2.
Ricker firing off those
nice
jabs.
kick that off-balanced Christina Ricker.
Still a slight semblance of a smile from Christina Ricker going into this third round in a grueling fight. Really close, into this first little bit of the third round.
Yeah, very close. I see Fotini now mixing up that
kick.
striking. Beautiful, beautiful.
Couple jabs there,
Mark Laws
land.
did great to patch up Fotini. She started to bleed a little bit more, but
man,
still in this fight for sure.
Yeah, it's up in the air. I think both ladies have to go for it here. One good thing is we're not seeing a whole lot of just like single shots. Both girls are trying to string them together.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely. Very technical battle here, and that's why it is our main event. You don't see WMMA fights typically headline a standard mixed martial arts card. And I think that that's a fallacy. I think that right here, you've got two of the best in the region.
Hey, in my opinion, the 3 best 50-50 fight night fights ever have all 3 been female fights.
Yes. Now we've got Fotini with that single leg. Will she be able to complete it?
It's huge.
She is taking leather from Christina Ricker for her
Trying to
efforts.
turn
Now
in.
she's
Oh,
on
she's got
the
her back.
back.
Can Ricker turn in here? And it looks like she's trying to do the right thing, and she does.
Now Fotini's got her pressed. She's landing a few dirty shots. Making it a dirty fight is what Fotini needs to do.
I don't have a clock on the screen. I'm going to guess we can't have more than about a minute 20 seconds left. And this is still up in the air.
Very, very close fight. Giving the fans what they paid for. The fans at home. Huge thanks to everyone that have watched on Facebook.
Is Fotini pulling ahead at this point just with the pressure against the cage?
Very well could be, because she is being dominant, and the striking has been much closer in round 3. Very close in round 1. Christina Ricker took charge in round 2, but now Fotini is putting that pressure on here.
Saw a little roll of the eyes from Ricker there. She's wanting to throw. Here we go.
Well, here's her chance.
Let's see who wants to just take this right here. I think it's up in the air still. I think both ladies are game as can be.
Fotini driving forward now. Wow!
Great
Look at this,
main
the
event.
fans on their feet. Hats off to these two ladies. The winner here will be truly deserving.
Man,
of the 50-50
I'm so
flyweight
glad
title.
that that's not in my job responsibilities tonight, because that's going to be a tough one. I had it 1-1 going to the third, but like you said, it was so close. It was all so negligible, really, that any way it goes, I don't think there could possibly be anyone that thinks that they were robbed. It was very close.
Yes.
And we even have blood on our table.
Truly a pleasure to watch here.
Yeah, great fight. If we had given our awards out after the fact, I think that might have stolen the fight of the night from Patrick Johnson and Justin Winchester, but that's neither here nor there. We'll see who gets this one. Man, very, very close.
Scorecard for decision. Judge 1 scores this bout 29-28. Judge 2, 30-27. And Judge 3, 30-26. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, and your new flyweight champion, Christina Ricker.
Christina, man, you went to war tonight. Of course, we saw you back at 50-50 Fight Night #1. You put on a great display, but tonight, you truly proved your worth. Not just another pretty face, you come to battle. Talk about this fight.
I think I mentioned before in my interview, but I knew she was going to bring everything she had. So I was ready to put all my effort on the line. And I kind of want to say whoever won fight of the night, I think it needs to come back up here, because I'm pretty sure we got the most blood on the mat. So I think we might have earned that title, or we need to. I'm just saying.
Well, the fight, it was a story. The first round was very close. You exchanged back and forth. You took some shots. You gave the shots. In round 2, you really started to take over. Of course, working with Frankie Padilla, Chloe Padilla there at Frankie's Body Shop, he talked about putting that gas tank into play. You were able to do it, and then in round 3, you got in those deep waters, and you prevailed. Talk about your training and conditioning.
Oh gosh, I could hear him. I heard Frankie the entire time. Get up and go, it's time to get up and go, which I hear at the end of every set of every workout. So it was that automatic, oh shit, we better get up and go. It's time. So it came all the way over into the cage, absolutely.
Well, this thing streamed to thousands of folks all over the world on Facebook. We did this, we gave it away free because we wanted the world to see that WMMA is for real. And this has a future. Talk about your future in this sport.
Oh, God. Well, let's see. On to the next. Whoever's ready, as long as Coach says to go, we're going. Let's go. Anybody else want a belt? Let's go for another belt. Huh? Yeah?
Well, we will be back here September 29th at 50-50 Fight Night number 3. We will expect to see you there. But for now, enjoy that gold one more time for your new 50-50 Fight Night flyweight champion, Christina Ricker. For 50-50 Fight Night number 2. Remember, September, back here, 50-50 Fight Night Sports Tavern.